Well, we're gonna try this video. It's not the best angle, it's not the best view. It is what it is. I just made lunch for myself. I just had some butcher box chicken nuggets. But that's like the first time that I've been able to do that. I'm just kind of finding my way, my different tips and tricks of getting around. And so I just thought, okay, well, if I can make myself some food, it is my time to get back into my YouTube and making videos. And so it's going to be a little bit different, but I feel like, again, I just need to work on consistency, which, as you know, has not been a thing. So quick update, work is work. I mean, that hasn't changed at all. It's a lot, a little too much. But so at the beginning of October, tomorrow's Thanksgiving, so you know the timeline, and I'm going to post it anyways. Beginning of October, had family come down. We went hiking. So beginning of October, I had family come down. We had a great time, stayed busy, but we went hiking, of course, and it was the very first day that we're here. We went hiking. I stepped up on a rock wrong, kind of jumped up and tore my ACL and meniscus. I knew something was off because I've torn my meniscus before back in high school, but that's kind of what it felt like, and just kept going. We had all the plans to do the hikes and horse races and everything, and so it is what it, I'm like, we're just gonna keep going. Once they leave, then I can get it addressed. And we did get crutches because it's really obviously painful to put a walk on it. Got like a bandage wrap, I think, at that time too, and like biofreeze, and that's kind of just how, anyways. Got an MRI ordered, found out what actually happened, met with surgeon. And November 7th, I had an ACL reconstruction. So like I said, it's almost tomorrow's Thanksgiving. So it's been almost 3 weeks since surgery. That's why it's like a big deal. Like, hey, I made lunch. So pretty pumped about that. But I figured just because that happened doesn't mean that I need to put this on the sideline or not videotape, or there could be more opportune times for sure. I can't exercise. Besides my PT, I can't even walk without crutches. Like, I can't, do things that I want to do. But I can go through this process with you. I can share my journey still. I can still focus on the other things of building the business, and eating properly and healing, and you guys can come with me through that process and kind of see the change from one side to the other side of, like, no range of motion to getting back into hopefully like top end health that I've ever been in. So it is a long process, and that's why I figured I better start now. But that's where I am. With me being down and, winter's coming, I think it just changes a little bit of priorities. Same with like work, with how pushy they've been and how this was such a inopportune time to have surgery, and what's that gonna do for our revenue and numbers? It's like, okay, if that's who I'm working for, I know how much effort I need to be putting into that. So, and I know it's always been a thing anyways, but it's just, again, it kind of just, every little thing solidifies it. And I want to be working for myself or my husband or else work, whatever. I want to have the freedom to be like, hey, this did happen. I don't feel the pressure or stress to, a week after surgery, get back to work. That first week after, it was way too soon. Like, no, even like from home, Like it was stupid. But anyways, I'm feeling a lot better. Still, I'm doing PT 3 times a week. Just focusing on, you know, range of motion and getting my quad activated. I had a quad tendon graft for my ACL, so it's just taken a long time to activate and kind of like fire those muscles again. But once I can, and that's, you know, we're getting better, and once I can get to the 90 degree of my knee, I will be able to, you know, walk without crutches, or I'm going to try driving, I think, later this week. I'm hoping that feels comfortable and I feel confident enough, because it's a lot to go to PT from home, and Sam doesn't get time off, and all the things that, again, we need to set up our own business and have more freedom. But that's it. That's all. I'm going to edit this. It was a longer video, but I do need to show you that I have my babies next to me always. My little twiglet. Right, Twiggy butt? Right, Twiggy butt? Twiggy butt? Yeah, you cute boy. You say hi. And then, of course, I have my Willow girl. Update with her. I don't know how many updates you want, but she's my baby girl, right? Both of her rear ACLs are torn right now. She's not doing well. 300 milligrams of gabapentin 3 times a day, so almost 1,000 milligrams. Carprofen twice a day. She's on some joint stuff, and Librela. She's getting the injections too, and she still is just struggling. So that's really fun, but we're sisters, twinsies with the immobility and stuff. So I just feel for her, because she seems like she's in a lot of pain a lot of the time. So anyways, that's it. That's all. Thanks for listening to the update.